Hello everybody, Ian Robson here. Welcome back to another mods mashup. Alright, today we're looking at these two guys right over here. We have the Krone Big 120 pack, and this is the John Deere 690 baler. So these basically come together. As you can see, they're basically identical for all intents and purposes. The only difference is that they are skinned differently. Krone Big Pat 120 and, like I said, John Deere 690. So the interesting thing about this is done by ARM Modding, and they've done some mods in the past. They haven't done much. I don't think they've done a whole lot recently, but they have done a little bit. So let's go ahead and test out these two balers. Now, actually, before I get in here, let's just see if we can do anything on the outside of these balers. Doesn't look like you can at all. No, so it's pretty standard stuff there. From the looks of it, it's pretty good actually. Looks like a John Deere baler. Lines are clean, not too many sharp edges, which is nice. Same thing with this one. Skins look like they've done a good job on both of those, which is good. I don't know if John Deere actually has a 690 baler in real life or not. I know they just came back and started making, just recently started making the round square balers again, the big square balers. There we go. And I don't know if this is, I'm not sure, I don't think this is the number of the big squares. I have to remember what that is. So I have a little bit of straw made up that's on the ground already over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go over and pick it up real quick and see how it goes. So we got it over here. So far, what I can see, it looks pretty standard on the outside. It does have a little bit of animation, if memory serves. I did play around with this briefly before, and it did have a little bit of an animation before, so let's go ahead and check that out. So here's the straw up here that I have just on the ground. So, first things first, let's go ahead and unfold. Now, this has a pretty neat little unfolding animation if you look at that. It's pretty neat actually. Has like a two-step, the chains stay attached, which is kind of neat. And then if we come over here, we can see the pickup lowering. Very nice. And if we turn it on, you can see that the PTO actually turns, which is pretty neat. Looks pretty cool actually. And then you have the pickup reel down here, and then you also have the choppers in there. And you can see there's an auger that, well, that just spins it into the rotors, I'll call them. I'm not sure what the actual name would be. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what this is like. So this is a standard size baler. It only does about 4,000 liters if memory serves. Looks like we can get to a top speed about 17-18 kilometers an hour, which isn't too bad. As you can see on the top there, it does have a pretty cool little animation, or a pretty cool little rotation of, I'm not sure what you can call it. I think that's like a chopping blade if memory serves in balers. So it chops it into like segments for the round or for square bales. I don't know why I keep wanting to call them round bales. All right, looks pretty good. Fairly efficient. Nothing too crazy really. Not as fancy as some of the other balers we've seen, but a pretty good job. Just a standard squares, as you can see. Doesn't look like it has any kind of different texture as far as I can remember. Looks pretty good. Let's do a couple more bales, take a look at it. One thing that'll be interesting to see is whether or not the bales come out crooked or not. Because with the in-game baler, sometimes what happens is, I think it's something to do with the physics, the bale will like pop out and then like kind of do a little bit of a dance sort of idea. And this one doesn't seem to have that same problem that I can see yet. It may just be something that's in the game and it's gonna stay in there the whole time, but we'll see what happens. No, looks pretty solid. And the Krone's exactly the same thing. The only difference is, like I said before, is it's just skinned differently, so no, seems to be okay. They drop nicely, which is good. It's one of the things that you always got to be careful about, is sometimes with some balers the bales won't come out in a very orderly fashion, but this one seems to be pretty solid. Looks like it's got steering axles too. I can't tell. We'll take another turn here in a second just to double check that. But there you go. Looks pretty solid actually. Very nice. So this comes directly from the ARM website. It's a little bit jittery there. I'm not sure what the deal is. Still came out nicely though. This came from directly from the ARM website. So, does it have steering axles? It looks like it does. Nice. So let me just get out of here. And as you can see right here, it's got the steering axles in the back that's able to make those tighter turns, which is really nice. Sweet. Excellent. So that is the John Deere 690. And we also had, I'm just going to buy our vehicle real quick. We also had the Krone 120 big pack. Same thing, exactly the same thing. No differences of skin basically. So there you have it. That's that pack, and I hope you enjoyed that one. And if you did, want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more mods mashups. My name is Iain Robson, and I'll catch you guys later.